So just be really respectful of time. So 5 more minutes. Just wanting to really express the power of anticipation. So that previous 125 combining with 68. Here is Madame Tracy's anticipation. There's mine. I used to call that insert with all the different strategies, I used to call it a cheat sheet. And I'd have it with me and I'd say to educators, oh, it's my cheat sheet. And then I'd change my language because I'm not cheating. I'm actually trying to learn this. And so as Christy mentioned, like I was open of, I'm trying to show your thinking using a number line. Like I'm actually showing my vulnerability and I refuse to call that a cheat sheet anymore. I will have it beside me and I will be looking at it or I'll be looking at my anticipation. The power in that is I'm actually building my understanding to be able to notice and name strategies. So again, it's that reciprocal relationship of here's a student need. It is based on the Ontario curriculum. It is perhaps based on building a routine in my class. It's about fostering that math culture, and I am learning. I'm right alongside. And yes, now sometimes when it comes to addition, multiplication, those strategies flow. But I'd be the first to admit, I've only probably facilitated 6 division number talks in the past 6 years. And the first one was with Christy in her classroom. And we were both like, let's give it a go. I don't know how this is gonna roll or not, because it is a different, we are actually in essence kind of rewiring our brains. And I'm gonna speak for myself, and I'm sure there'd be some similarities here. I did not learn math this way. I did not. So I need to, in essence, relearn. So knowing that we're coming close to the end of the session, I welcome you to take any of the resources, other than the resources that have actual educator names on them, but the curriculum matters, like don't be walking with those. Alana, just beside the focusing on fundamentals, there's a sheet there that I created with a question of, like, where do I start? Where do I begin? And so here are some ideas, whether it's dot talks, 10 frames, rec and recs, addition, subtraction. And again, that could be just a way for you to start. I welcome you to take that. And I guess, again, understanding that the focusing on the fundamentals, there is a nice continuum there. You're in a grade 2-3 world, you're able to see like grades 1, 2, 3, and even beyond to the 4 and 5. And certainly the K curriculum connects within that as well. And really super important that the hope would be, if there's one move that you can put into your practice, purposeful planning, is to anticipate, is to purposely plan, what is it that I'm going to do in this number talk, what's my goal, what's my purpose, and I'm going to anticipate this and reflect upon it. And again, it can be a great deal of front loading at the start as you kind of begin this journey or you're halfway through it. Again, it's really, really meaningful time, and it will come out tenfold at the other end in regards to anticipating, helping you notice and name strategies. And again, it can also increase getting into your students, into their minds. Like, how are you seeing this question? And again, sometimes it's confusing, and other times it's a window in. It's a way for you to be like, how can I better serve my students? The hope today was that you're going to plan a number talk and maybe even practice with your group, but best laid plans, obviously. But just hoping that perhaps your takeaway can be trying to, after today's learning, like, where's your thinking now? What might be one action that you're going to take, and what supports you need as well. I know some of you came, or you have different individuals from your school site. It's so important to have a colleague. It's so important to have someone to bounce ideas off of. And again, I can be that person for you if need be. But again, really important to have some time for some self-reflection. I will send a Google form link out to you. And if you could take some time today, tomorrow, to kind of fill it out. And again, this is not a manner, this is not in a way of a negative. It's about being able to support one another through this journey. The next session would be in April, Wednesday, April 13th. And the hope would be that you maybe bring something back to show and share and chat and discuss, and also say, you know, I really messed that up. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've reflected on a number talk and said, I did not do that well. I need to do better the next day. Okay. So for those of you who may want to stay for a few more minutes, by all means, a few of us will stick around as well. But again, just being respectful of your time and knowing that it's 5:30 there. So thank you, merci, and have a great evening.